Hey guys, what's up, how's it going? My name is Robin. Welcome back once again for another video on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing an update on our dividend-based portfolio and going to be showing you guys which Canadian stocks I'm going to be taking a peek at for this week. So like all the weekly updates that I do on this channel, I'm going to show you guys my portfolio. I'll show you guys and give you guys an update on how the portfolio has been doing since we first started investing. And I'll show you guys the dividend income, and I'll give you guys some insights and some information and kind of share with you guys what I'm going to be kind of taking a peek at over what's been happening recently in the market. And if you guys have been paying attention, the past couple weeks or so, we've seen a bit of a dip. So I'll talk about that in today's video, and I'll give you guys some helpful tips if you guys are beginners and you're just kind of dealing with that. But anyways, guys, we're going to jump inside the video. We'll take a quick peek at the portfolio and let's see how our stocks have been doing since we first started investing. And just really quickly, guys, if you guys stay around towards the end of the video, I'm going to give you guys a big update on my living off my dividends kind of case study we've been kind of pretending that I've been doing over the past little while. I made a really big purchase with some of my dividend income, and I'll show you guys what that is if you guys stick around for the end of the video. Alright guys, so here's the Wealthsimple portfolio. The update here is that we have $37,000, just under $37,000 split between two accounts on the platform. We have a personal account and a TFSA. We'll cover the TFSA account first since it's the biggest one. And I'm just going to zoom out a tiny bit here. If we see over the past day, which is today, our stocks are up 1%. So we've seen a bit of a recovery happening. And this kind of happens whenever there's a bit of a dip. Eventually, over time, depending on how big the dip is, they'll either recover quicker or they'll take a little bit longer of a time. But we've seen that over the past week. A nice little dip here that happened earlier, I guess a couple days ago. But we've already kind of seen that recovery happen. So sometimes they're short ones, sometimes they're longer ones. But at the end of the day, like I'm going to mention later on this video, is buying during the dips will always give you opportunities to grow in the future. So for the past months, once again, we're up $252, which is 1%. Over the past 3 months, we're up 5%, which is $1,500. So still that consistent growth over time. And over the past year, we're up 18%, which is $4,875. And all time, the portfolio is up 18%. So a little bit of a dip down from where we were at last week. I think we're up like 20% last week. But we've seen a lot of growth. So this kind of dip is kind of expected. We'll just have to wait and see where it goes. And if we go over to the personal account, it should more or less be the same since it kind of has the same holdings. And once again, over the past day, we're up 1%, which makes sense. Over the past week, we're down negative 1%, and over the past month, we're just kind of breaking even. And long term, the personal account is still up 2%. So once again, for the most part, pretty much the same thing since we do hold most of the same stocks between the two accounts. So really quickly here, I just want to talk about some things that pop up whenever people see dips in the markets. If you guys are brand new, you might be experiencing this for the first time, and sometimes it can be a little bit nerve-wracking. And my advice to you is to think long-term. You always have to think long-term when it comes to investing, and kind of look at these dips as opportunities to buy good quality stocks. So if you see, your portfolio is made out of good quality stocks, which I hope it is, and we see them kind of dip a bit, look at this as an opportunity to buy some of these good quality companies at a cheap price, and then in the future you're going to make money off it, right? You're not going to make money now, you're going to make money in the future. So if you are experiencing this dip or these type of dips for the first time, I always like to mention, don't sell your stocks, don't get crazy. If you hold good quality companies, they will recover, and this is where you make money with the stock market. So just kind of keep that in mind. And if you guys are more experienced, you probably know the ups and downs with the market. But if you are a beginner, sometimes it can be hard to deal with these dips. So just look at them as opportunities to buy some good quality companies that you already hold. So the main stock I'm going to be focusing on today is one of my better quality stocks that's took a bit of a dip. And when I was checking out the market, it seems like most of the stocks in general have taken a bit of a dip. We've seen everything inside my portfolio is kind of trending downwards. We have Manulife, who took a big hit. Even Alimentation Couche-Tard took a big hit. Basically, any of the big companies had a bit of a dip over the past couple days. So to me, this looks like a good opportunity. And one of my favorite stocks, which is TD Bank stock, had a bit of a dip over the past week or so. So if we take over the past month, we can see that this company, they had a pretty good, I would say, beginning of the year. We've seen lots of a rise, and we see a bit of a dip. So whenever I see a bit of a dip of a good quality company, I'm always looking to buy, especially if it's a good company like TD. So I'm going to take this as an opportunity to buy TD. And if you guys don't know, Wealthsimple actually just introduce fractional shares. So some stocks you can buy fractional shares now if you don't hold enough money, and I do believe TD is one of those stocks. So we'll put the order through here, and we'll see if it'll go through for two shares of TD. And just to give you guys a quick little recap here, we do hold TD inside of our TFSA. In our personal account, in our TFSA, it is up 19%, and in our personal account, it's down negative 2% or 3%, I guess. So overall, it's been a pretty good stock for us, and I do think TD is one of the best stocks. So it looks like the fractional shares, I don't know if it just doesn't work with my account, so we're just going to buy 1 share of TD. Maybe somebody can leave a comment and let us know about that. But I do know they're starting to roll the fractional shares out to different people, whatnot. So there's 1 order of TD, and then I think we're going to use the other $34 that I have to probably buy something that's cheap inside the portfolio. So we'll take a quick little peek. I don't think we can buy any of our ETFs. Looks like we just have a bit under for VDY, so we're not going to buy VDY, but we could buy something like TELUS or Manulife. I'm actually going to buy Manulife since they're actually down 8% inside our portfolio. Another good company that's looking like it'd be a pretty good buy. The past 3 months for Manulife, it's just been a pretty steady drop. So once again, it's a good quality company. I do believe in it long term, so I think it's a good buy. So we're going to go over and buy probably 1 share of Manulife, and I think that's going to be it for this week for the stocks I'm buying. But once again, I think with the markets being down, you could pretty much buy any good quality stock. It's kind of up to you guys on which ones you want to pick. But I'm going to go with TD and Manulife for the 2 finance-based stocks that I'm buying for this week. And I always like to show the dividend income of the portfolio over time so you guys can see how it keeps growing. And like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I do a case study where I try to kind of live off my dividend income. Or I've been trying to just kind of like buy some simple things, even if it's just like a couple bucks a month. And we've been doing that since the beginning of January 2020. That's when we first started this portfolio. So over time, as things have been growing, we've been kind of adding more things. We've been buying, pretending to buy with our dividend income, right? As I am reinvesting them for sure. But as you guys can see here, like in April, we hit $100 a month, and in July, we're already at $110, and we still have some big dividends that are coming through towards the end of the month. So we might hit 150. I don't think so, but it'll be pretty close. It might be like 130, 140-ish. But as you guys will see, it'll be one of our biggest months that we had in a while. And if we take a peek at the little graph over here, we can see how that growth has been, basically accumulating over time, just us basically buying the same stocks, buying the ETFs, buying the good quality Canadian-based stocks and US stocks. And that dividend is just growing over time, and you can see that here. It's pretty obvious. So it's simple. It's not too complicated. We like to focus on the fundamentals here, and it's all about just being consistent, investing inside your portfolio, and that's basically what it is. If you guys have been following the channel, you know that I've been kind of role playing, trying to live off my dividend income. And since this is a dividend based portfolio, I'm eventually hoping over time to kind of show you guys how even just a little bit of money over the course of time can really start to add up. And I've been kind of role playing with just the really basics of how I'm kind of planning to live off my dividend income in the future. And I've been buying things, and I've been showing you guys how even just a little bit makes a big difference at the end of the day. And this week I made a big purchase. I finally bought a TV. This is something I've been looking to buy for quite a while. And if you guys follow my portfolio, my portfolio, my channel, you know that one of the big ways of kind of been looking at entertainment was movies and whatnot. So movies, you need a TV to watch them on, and I've been using my computer in the past. So I wanted to get a TV, and I wanted to show you guys that you don't need to get something big. You don't need to get something fancy. I basically went online and got the cheapest thing I could get. I ended up getting a 22-inch 1080p TV. It was the cheapest I could find. I wanted to get like an old school tube TV or something like that just for fun, but I couldn't find any. They're like impossible to find nowadays. So I just kind of went with the cheapest one I could find. So we went with that. But it's been a really, really cool TV, and now I can actually watch movies in my bedroom. I wanted a nice little TV for my bedroom, so that's kind of why I got that. And I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit there. So the TV was the biggest purchase by far. And let's jump inside the spreadsheet, and I'll show you guys and talk about some things that I've kind of been doing when it comes to living off my dividend income. And here's just a quick little recap of the spreadsheet portfolio of the things I've been buying with my dividend income. So once again, this started with something really simple like paying for my cup of coffee or a cup of tea every single day. And then it was paying for my groceries. I like to put 20% of my dividend income towards my groceries. Once again, we're just kind of role playing, having fun with this. But it's really cool to kind of experience things and take a step back and just kind of see how just little things money can buy if you save it, and how just, even make an extra couple $100 a month really does, can, if you use it wisely, add up to make your life a lot easier. But one of the big things I was focusing on was the CD player and CDs, because I really like music. And I was watching TV, like I mentioned, we bought a TV earlier in this video, and the TV was by far the most expensive thing. So if we go over to the right side, we can see the total amount of money that we paid for, which is $645, and then our total dividends is $667. I don't know if you guys can see that in the corner. So I always try to keep it a little bit underneath, and I know it's not perfect, it's not meant to be accurate, but it's just giving me a general idea of, right? But we can see the price column of all these different things is in this column. So the TV cost us $209, a little bit expensive, by far the most expensive thing, but we needed something to watch movies on, right? And I think we paid $170 for the TV, but with tax and whatnot, it was like we get taxed a lot on electronics here. I don't know if this is an Ontario thing, but we get taxed a lot. Like I think it was 170 something bucks, and I ended up paying like $209 at the end of it all. So taxes really suck, but we paid $200 for a TV and a DVD player, which we need. So that's like $250, $60 for a DVD player, and then the movies. The movies themselves aren't too bad. Some of them are more expensive than others, but we pay around $7 to $10 for a DVD, so it's not too bad. But I do like to buy DVDs and whatnot, so that's the big thing I've been focusing on. And now that we have a TV, you know, I might look into something like buying a video game console or something like that. That'll be something we'll be looking at for the future. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to give you guys a quick little update on that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little case study that I've basically been doing. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments if you guys have any questions or anything like that. And if you guys did like the video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and remember to subscribe if you guys want to be notified of when I do these videos. So other than that, guys, take care. Have yourself a good weekend. I'll see you guys later, and bye-bye.